True. Who knows, maybe you'll get a horse at some point. But yeah, you said that Alana walks up to them, or
Yeah,
approaches.
she probably slinks away from all of the math herself, actually, and then just kind of runs directly into him.
Oh, Alana! Well, obviously you're who wanted to see.
Hello, Roland. She looks around, looks over at Bluebell, and starts petting her as well. How are you?
Good, thanks. Well, you know date is obviously the service festival time. I was just coming over to check that you're still good for lunch fair.
She'll nod, of course. My group put together some form of celebration, by which I mean mainly Ash. But if I tell her I have plans and then stare at her really intensely, she'll probably get the idea.
That's fair. Oh, out of character, I imagine the party's maybe gonna be more of an evening.
Alana looks for any
Yeah.
excuse to not be at the party.
But things are happening.
Alana is coming to that party.
You can bring Roland.
I know.
Maybe.
Maybe he also looks for an excuse.
He can be your plus one.
A few other people I know are also heading down to the festival. Obviously, they'll be, I don't know, what do we have at Harvest Festivals here? Apples?
Alana just gives a shrug.
Yeah, none of you are exactly locals. Or neither of you ever.
And there's not exactly ranks in there to roll and see.
But I guess we can always check that after lunch. Probably got some fun stuff.
I wouldn't mind trying some local things here as well. If nothing else, I'm sure they probably have some form of vegetable/fruit that I haven't seen before. I hope.
Maybe. I guess worst case they'll have stuff made out of vegetables or fruit.
This is true. Alana kind of glances back at her group who are having this intense discussion about math and magic. We can probably go now and no one will really notice me leave.
Do you want to do that? I guess we
Yes.
could get a head start.
She'll just kind of start walking towards her door, which is very clear to get me out of here.
You give Bluebell one final pat, then follow. As Alana is left. Rest in peace, Alana.
Never to be seen again.
Fucking dead.
To be fair, Alana.
They ran off into the sun.
Alana
eloped
kind of
in
follows
some
my
remote
philosophy.
location.
Listen, it was pinned in one of my Discord servers I'm in, where I said, "Don't fucking explain numbers to me." And honestly, Sam, I channeled that into all of my characters. So when we got to math, he was like, no, no.
Fair. But you and Roland can start the long walk to Westlake, the nearby town. I imagine after a while everyone else will end up falling, but I need to gather tokens first. Well, that's happening. Westlake's pretty much just not a particularly large town, but also not a particularly small town. It's basically the town nearby where they get most. It's a farming/fishing community, so most of the shit that the academy gets comes pretty much directly from there. Let's see, Team PC. I need a Roland. Is anyone going to invite anyone else, or is it just Team Peace for now?
I'll invite Laszlo.
Asta can come.
Sure. Let's see. Where is he? Where he is.
Come on, you know if I'm able to invite anyone, I'll be inviting him. Seeing as you won't let me invite the horse.
I mean, you can invite the horse to a party. I'm not gonna let you invite the horse to the town festival.
Why?
Good question. I don't know, but I'm gonna say no.
I mean, it's a harvest festival. It'd be completely normal to have some horses there.
You're not taking some horse that belongs to someone.
Yeah, maybe Reina has plans
I'm not
for horse.
I'm not taking the horse. I'm inviting him to come to the festival. And if he just happens to come with me...
I swear to God, you're going to get us all murdered in our beds by this woman.
You stole my horse.
Actually, no. If it comes to that, I'm just throwing you under the fucking bus. I swear to God.
I would
Throwing
not
him on
expect
horse.
anything less.
Let's see. Everyone's on this map. I'm just gonna drag the rest of you up to the top and keep you there for now. Balan and Roland. As once again, I've constructed a map that's probably a bit too large for what is really needed. But anyway,
Immediately zoom right the way out. Right the
Good
way
map.
out. This is certainly a map.
yeah,
Is that a Pegasus?
maybe.
Looks like it.
You have to wait and see where you find out.
Never mind, there's a hedge in the way. I can't see it.
I do question
you're
what
also-
this black box is.
Black box.
Yeah,
Where?
there's like a black
Yeah,
box
there's a
that
big-
goes around most
Yeah,
of the
there is.
festival.
Oh fuck! That's supposed to be in the GM layer. That's me like plotting shit out. 'Cause I like to be like, this is this area. That is supposed to be on the GM layer. I
Right,
don't
let's
know
see
why
what
it
else is
isn't.
supposed to be on GM.
It should just be that. That's the only thing I actually draw. Yeah, if you see any more weird black lines, it's because of that. Are you?
Well, what's this dude on the roof?
On the roof? Oh, whoops, that's a grandma. That's because, as you'll see now, wow.
Grandma's on the roof. Oh,
Oh, there's an inside building. Got it.
Yeah.
that's
If
kind
I
of
may,
kind of
ninja grandma.
Yeah. Everyone else will arrive shortly, but Alana and Roland arrive first. Also, there's other
On the
people in there,
roof.
as I reveal now. That is the inn/tavern where you're scheduled to have lunch. Which Roland looks over the hedge at the slightly obvious Pegasus that Sideline mentioned. Is that a horse with wings?
What is it to identify a Pegasus?
I think it's nature. They're magical beasts, right?
Ah, fuck.
Magical
Oh, wait,
beast
that'd be
Arcana.
Arcana.
Arcana?
I think so. Hold on. I have
It's
it there.
Arcana because they come under mythology instead of under nature.
Nice.
Yeah.
They are not a natural creature.
They are the products of myths and legends.
Also, taking a step back, it's really weird how they lay eggs. I don't like it.
Alright, that's kind of weird. Alana's gonna take out a book, because I actually do own tomes on her, and see if she can find. I mean, the Pegasus is terribly hard. Yeah, it's fine.
So Alana's walking down the street,
Damn.
suddenly pulling a book out of her bag and studying it as she's walking.
Yeah. Alana has her books with her all the time. That's one of her quirks. They're just not smut books.
I mean, Roland isn't really carrying anything. He also does not have his weird, creepy, shriveled up dead head mace with him. So that's probably a good thing. You're the tank now. Congrats.
Oh, he's a deadhead?
Good night.
Dude, I love the dead.
His mace is a deadhead at least. So I should play the party music to myself. Establish the vibe. But yeah, you can. I mean, even probably without the book, Alana knows dead well what a Pegasus is, probably from all the stories that James has told her. Pegasus is, well, essentially a winged horse of legend. Often they kind of share the same niche of unicorns, where they're viewed as creatures of good, able to smell the inherent evil within man if they have it, also the inherent virtue if they indeed also possess it. They're about as intelligent as an actual person, and yeah, sometimes they'll come to the rescue of people who need it.
Alana will just relay this all to Roland, looking over at the Pegasus, probably wondering if she can talk to it and realizing she probably might get kicked in the face if she says the wrong thing.
You're probably fine. You can see that there's like a small crowd around it. It appears townfolk people who are also kind of like, ooh, but also let's maybe not get too close to this thing that I'm not quite sure what it is, and is, it has wings, it looks weird, this is scary. But you're free to explore the map.
See.
For what noise are you making? What the fuck?
Oh, I heard
I'll
that
tell-
too. I was wondering what that was.
Apparently my throat, I don't know. Sing a song, it's people.
That was your throat?
Yeah, I don't know anymore. Just so you know, the left side of the map is basically redundant. That's just all homes and shit.
Down here. I'm on one way down here. Like,
Until creatures rise out of the ocean.
are these stalls?
Yes.
Okay, Alana's gonna go down
Just
there
close.
first. Yum.
Oh wait, that's Ash. There's a few stalls about. Mostly they're just selling, well, stuff like cider or some like baked goods. some roasted vegetables, but also meat and such. There's also just a few trinkety things around, like bracelets, hair ties, good luck charms.
Alana's probably looking for something she can send home. Small trinkets, you know. It's nice that her mother's part Fae because Ari is pretty easily amused by small trinkets.
Alana turns away from the large selection of iron horseshoes. What should I get? What should I get my mother?
Not iron horseshoes.
Yeah, it turns
that's a
out. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you can probably find something appropriate. Maybe like a nice ribbon for her hair that's like styled with flowers and such,
That sounds about right.
embroidered flowers. And as the joke you keep making, she'll receive it in 7 to 10 business days.
That's my favorite joke.
No expedited shipping for Ari.
I mean, that's expensive. It's like $20.
It's true. Roland himself pokes about looking at a few things. For selling just knickknacks and such, he pulls out a small hat and kind of looks at you. No. I don't think you really suit the farmer look.
I don't think so. I feel like I'd scare the animals.
Has that happened before?
Maybe. I don't. I am. Alana's kind of thinks how to explain herself. Having part of outsider in my blood does kind of spook the natural, so to speak. So if the animal is not dumb as bricks, quite frankly, they probably don't like it.
So we should avoid the petting zoo.
Maybe. I don't know if they're also dumb as bricks. Some just mainly feature goats who just eat everything.
This when you walked past and as Epos immediately rushes in, you don't see any goats. They have rabbits. I think this is supposed to be an owl, but also kind of looks like a chicken, and a deer, or a little fawn rather,
And a Pegasus.
and a pegasus.
Well, the Pegasus Alana's definitely gonna go talk to, or try to talk to.
Yeah, Ipos went
Because it's
straight to the
puppies.
Pegasus.
Other ones, she might try her luck with the rabbits. There are rabbits. What she'll do is
also-
just run away.
It's fair. I mean, yeah, we're stuck. And rabbits can only feel so much fear, right?
I mean, rabbits are very scared animals. That's why Alana's like,
They just fear maximum fear all the time, no matter
Yeah.
what it is.
So
yeah.
Aaron's a rabbit, right?
I mean, yes.
It's
Yeah.
Aaron's persona.
Oh no. J-Mac, why?
I mean,
Ashes is a
fair.
peacock.
Which I suppose while Alana and Roland are browsing knickknacks, that's when the rest of the party arrive, probably like 10-15 minutes later. Should probably move Aster along with Isabel. Aster keeps a healthy distance. Mama raised him right and told him not to go up to the magical horse immediately.
Ipos immediately goes straight up to the magical horse. Literally
I hope it
straight
kicks
up
you.
to it.
The man who actually has a token here goes, whoa, 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 careful there.
What? It's special horse. It's nice horse. He's sort of reaching out to try and pet its nose.
He gives a little bit of a sigh. Sally here's she's a bit of a spooked horse. Bad history. Just be very careful.
Oh. Okay. Ipos understand, and he sort of gets quieter and a little bit smaller, even though he's already very small. He's still reaching out towards, but it's slower now. It's like, you nice horse, nice pony. Come on, Ipos has nice apple for you. And somehow he pulls an apple out of his pocket.
I blame both. Do you want to give me one of your I
And,
suppose whatever you have to vibe with animals?
I believe
Yeah,
it's
Technically, it's an intelligent creature, isn't it?
That's also
Should-
true. Technically, it's an intelligent creature. Give me a diplomacy.
Should-
how
yeah,
much intelligence?
As pretty much as smart as the average human.
Oh, diplomacy then, I guess.
It doesn't seem too aware of you. I mean, I don't. Do you have knowledge arcana?
No. No, I do not.
Okay. Ipos wouldn't know about the whole entire sensing evil thing, but it doesn't shy away from you, but it also seems kind of hesitant
Yeah,
watching you, so...
I will say Ipos is chaotic neutral, so he's not good aligned, but he's not evil aligned.
Neutral is okay.
And if Roll20 would like to actually roll something for a change...
No.
I
think it
don't
fit in
know
the
why.
back.
There we go. 23.
As with all animals, the key to their heart is food. As you offer it the apple and it munch,
Munch,
crunches
pet,
into
pet.
it.
Ippos has another friend now.
Yes, Sally lets you very gently pet their neck.
Pet,
It's
pet, pet.
definitely a bit odd considering, big horse, small Epos.
I mean, is this bigger than the last horse he was with?
I think Pegasi are slightly bigger than normal horses, but I don't know if that's just because they have dummy thick wings. They have more volume at
Yeah.
least.
6 foot high at the shoulder, typically. So at the shoulder,
Yeah.
he's like 3 foot taller than Ippos. His shoulder is literally twice the height of Ippos. Ippos is 3 foot tall. Shoulders are 6 foot. Very small kobold, very big horse.
Oh, dear.
That's how it be, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it do, would it be?
It be.
He's happily petting away and is like, "Oh, she's very, very nice horse. Where did you find her? Ippos not seen one like her before. She has wings. That's cool. So, big wings."
Bit of a sad story for Sally, I'm afraid. Pegasi are often bred and their eggs sold on black markets. Sally was one of those Pegasi, their wings clipped so that they couldn't fly away. Now she has a bit of a better life. Gets all what she wants, and, well, all she has to do is be nice to the kids.
Oh, that's so sad. The wing not be fixed. Make fly
I'm
again.
afraid not.
Oh.
She can fly a little bit, but not as good as she used to.
He's sort of trying to hug her neck at this point, which is hard because it's so far off the ground. But
Also,
he's
just
trying.
big neck.
Yeah, also big neck. He's trying to hug and pet her, make feel better.
Sally nuzzles Epos back. There's
New
definitely like
friend.
the light of intelligence within their eyes, but yeah, they seem content to just kind of chill. Whenever people are like, "Oh, look, that kobold? Is that a kobold?"
Kill it! No.
Kill, murder.
Yep.
No, thankfully, being next to the academy, Vitan's a bit more inundated to the weird. But a kobold's not exactly a normal sight, even still.
That said, very few kobolds though look as stylish as Ippos.
It's true.
I mean, he's not very stylish. He's just adorable.
I mean, he's wearing more than
Ippos-
rags.
He is
Ippos
wearing more
would
than
be
rags.
stylish if he would let Ash work with him, but he is
No.
very stubborn about that.
No. It's one of those things. Do you really want to get him some nice new clothing when you know the first thing he's going to do is roll in the mud? It's very much like a dog in that aspect.
Shaking my head. But you can spend some time with Sally. Meanwhile, more group checking of the knickknacks.
Yeah, Ash is mostly just like buying a few good luck charms.
You sure can. It's just kind of the very standard thing. As stated before, there's the iron horseshoes, there's like 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah, it's kind of Ash is very much the kind of I'll take one of each kind of person.
It cannot hurt.
Hmm.
Sure. If you want to chuck maybe like a gold or two their way.
Yeah, I kind of just threw a gold piece at it, just going like, these things probably cost like a silver each, at most.
Yeah, most of you possess more wealth than most of these people have. I mean, at least liquidated. We do technically own houses and shit.
Mhm.
Silas is going to ping psychic significance to see which of these good luck charms is the most psychically active.
Okay. Let's see. There are a few that kind of have a particular sheen to them. They look kind of more shoddily made, actually. Almost as if they're maybe made by a kid. There's a certain flavor of belief about them. That sort of, oh, this actually works, that only a kid can manage.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Silas will pick up one of those.
It's probably among the flavor that Ash is going to be picking up as well, just because like they need to. There's like a you know how superstitious Ash is with this kind of thing. Like the more effort and belief that's put into it, the more likely it is to actually work.
Ash is from a farming community as well, aren't they?
Yep.
So they probably have a bit of, they've probably maybe even made a few things for a harvest festival before.
Oh yeah.
They've been around the block, so to say. They know their
Oh yeah,
charms.
they have.
Not that way.
I am not confirming or denying. But
SMH.
yeah, no. Ash was usually in charge of carving gourds.
There's something a bit similar that kids are doing about the place. There's also a bunch of people who appear to be gearing up for some kind of pie eating competition over here.
Hey Wolf, check that out.
Wolf's already staring at it.
Poor Wolf, stereotyped.
Look, man, the kid eats. Kid eats a lot.
It's true. Doesn't appear to be ready quite yet, but there's a few people like looking around going like, oh, I could totally beat the rest of them. One
That
woman.
That being said, Ash is actually gonna go up to Wolf. Hey Wolf.
Hmm?
Here, I saw this and thought you might like it. It's just like it's just like this painted 4-leaf clover good luck bracelet.
Wolf kind of holds out his wrist.
Ash will just, kind of tie it on there. Just loose enough that it's not constricting blood flow. Definitely tight enough that it's not going to just fall off, because Ash knows how Wolf is. If that thing isn't secure, it's going to fly off somewhere.
Can't believe these stereotypes.
Thank you, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
You want some pie? They got a lot of pie.
I'm not going to take part in the competition, but I might have a piece anyway.
Yeah, I mean, when it goes down, you could probably steal a piece of pie.
I mean, usually the leftovers that are going to be there can get served out, so...
Mm-hmm.
Even Wolf isn't gonna be like, oh boy, leftovers, takes entire dish home.
Well, he won't be. He won't after he's already stuffed himself in a contest.
Fair.
Now, the question is this a competition of speed eating or volume eating?
In this case, it appears to be volume.
Wolf would like to size up the competition.
Sure. You can give me, I suppose, either a sense motive or a chef or cooking check would be applicable here.
I'll take my tool bonus off, because that doesn't seem really appropriate right now.
Know your clientele. I mean, these are people, salt of the earth people. Most of them can probably a fair share. Probably the two bottom people will give you the hardest run for your money, you suspect. But Wolf's probably got this then.
As Wolf is kind of looking them up and down, himself being probably quite a lot shorter than all of them. Yeah, still growing. It's fine. But he feels confident with this. Though I imagine they don't see him as much of a threat.
No, I mean, you're like, what, 5 foot tall?
Yeah, just over, I think. Wolf's not very tall yet.
Everyone's so tall.
And most of Team PC is pretty short, except like Silas and I think Ash.
I mean, in fairness, so a lot of us are teenagers.
I mean,
Silas
Ash
ain't
isn't
tall.
that tall.
Yeah, Silas is 5'6".
Oh, I thought you were a lot tall. It's because you have such a tall aura.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Commanding
the point of Silas.
Just made Silas a manlet.
He's not that short. 5'6" is bad.
I'm 5'6". It's bad. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly. Also, he's 17.
so I was like fully grown when I was like 15, which is
Yeah, but he'll probably
anything
get like an
impressive.
extra. He'll probably get another couple inches whenever
I mean, some people
in the next
some
few
people-
years.
Some people get growing until they're about 21. So,
Yeah, exactly. I
I
did.
wish that were me.
like, it basically depends when your growth spurts hit. Some people it doesn't hit until very, very late.
I think I stopped growing around 15, 16.
One of my
I kept
friends,
out at 5'9".
one of my friends back at school was when we were doing our GCSEs at 15, 16 was about, I would say, 5'4", maybe 5'3". He was fairly short. A lot of kids were big. A lot of the new kids coming were bigger than him in some regards. But But about a year later, a year or two later, I check on his Facebook feed, and he's easily shot up like 6-7 inches, when he's like 18.
My family cursed me with hobbit genes. Where anyway, let's see. Who have we not paid attention to yet? Is Erin doing anything particular?
She kind of walked into this place and went, "Oh my god, it's what? What? It's farm. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing farms, is she? Erin's
No.
not used to seeing farms, is she?
it's a lot of plant
Yeah.
stuff."
For the period while you're walking up here, it's mostly fields of like cabbage and other leafy green vegetables. Occasionally, there's a more, I suppose, slightly exotic for this area, where there's like maybe some tomatoes. There's a lot of pumpkins.
Mm.
People like their squash.
Is that like a lake that we have
Wherever.
here?
There's a lake. As Westlake denotes, this town is set on the side of the lake where the fishermen go out and fish. Most of the people here are either farmers or fishermen, with very few having, probably jobs as craftsmen or otherwise.
Are any of these trees taller than the houses?
A little bit, yeah. Basically, the bigger the tree, the taller it is.
Until the pie eating contest is going to start, Wolf wants to get a good look at that lake. He's going to basically throw himself up one of the trees,
Sure.
so you can just kind of watch out.
The majority of the houses here are only like one story. The only kind of bigger buildings are the inn, the temple, and this building up here, which appears to be some kind of like mural building.
Speaking of, is there a mayor that's
Not that you've seen, at least.
There is that power. There we go.
Wolf climbs up a tree.
That's
Yeah,
all
the-
for you.
The lake's very big, actually. Most of it is run off from the country above, so sometimes we get some weird stuff that comes in, but for the most part, it's mainly freshwater fish and such.
Are there any boats?
Out right now, not many, but there are a few. Just kind of sitting on the lake. Their nets cast out for the day.
I was going to just stare out, see if he can spot anything.
Give me a perception.
Probably won't be anything, but he's trying. Yeah.
Yes,
Wait,
people
is that the
going-
Loch Ness Lake monster? No, that's just a dude on a boat. Or is it?
But also just casually standing on the branches 20 feet up.
There's kids running about. They kind of like look up at Wolf, laugh, maybe try and copy him. Don't get very far. Most of these trees have been like pruned and stuff, so there's not a lot of low hanging branches.
Wolf waves to them.
They'll like play around the tree for a while, watching you up there. Oh, PC, come down. My desk starts to vibrate.
Yeah, Wolf certainly doesn't mind. I mean, this is literally the same thing that basically occurred back, just with less trees and tends to be more like tall rocks and everything, I suppose. But
Yeah.
similar situation to kind of back at the temple/orphanage kind of area.
Does it remind Wolf of home slightly?
A little bit, though more animals.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot of animals near the temple. Other than the
Speaking of-
forest a bit, but that was more dangerous stuff then. So
Speaking of animals, beyond the petting zoo, there's a bull in a pen. Appears they're having some kind of, what the fuck is it called? Bucking bull?
Oh yeah.
With a slightly older looking bull. But over the course of you like shopping for knickknacks, climbing up trees, petting animals, you probably watch at least one guy get like bucked right over the walls of its enclosure. Is it
Tempting,
dangerous?
but I don't want to die.
Yeah, yeah. Like Aaron's a good rider and everything, but it is quite literally a bull.
The peasantry has such interesting little things they do.
Oh, you have no idea, Silas. You ever seen two people with pumpkins on their heads run head first at each other?
No, I cannot say that I have.
I've seen it happen. Granted, few drinks were involved, and
How quaint.
You probably get a chance to see it here. There's definitely ciders and other such fruit-based alcohols going about.
Oh, they do seem to have very high quality produce here. Perhaps I should order some for our dorm.
Oh yeah, no. Me and Wolf can definitely work with anything you buy here.
Excellent. In fact, yeah, Silas is going to go around and look for the highest quality produce.
I guess give me an appraise.
Okie dokie.
I guess it's a good thing you got it as a classical now.
Yeah, it is. Oop.
Oh, hot damn. Sure,
Silas knows his goods.
Silas can go around critiquing vegetables. It appears like a little bit away, they're having one of those competitions where it's like who can grow the largest cucumber.
Hmm.
Or, various assorted fruits where people are like, look, I'm grew the biggest pumpkin this year. And such. You can have a little look around there as well. Is this
Perfect.
just to like see what it's like, or are you going with a particular goal in mind?
He's appraising them for the purpose of purchasing.
Okay.
In
So,
which case,
enough.
Silas would know to avoid the largest produce
yes, absolutely.
because
Yeah.
they
They are
actually,
bland.
yeah, well, they get a bit bland, but the thing is, like, they also get kind of tough and woody
Hmm.
when they
Because they're
get,
meant to survive to be gigantic.
yeah, no, like, let me tell you, as someone who actually grows vegetables and shit, like, generally speaking, you kind of want those, like, smaller size, medium-ish ones. Those are the good ones.
Perfect.
This has been Vegetables with Torn.
So yeah,
We're seeing Torn roll his own gardening skill.
Yeah. You know, this is like especially true with like pumpkins. Like some people wonder why, people carve up pumpkins that are all big and stuff instead of eat them. Turns out pumpkins for eating, you actually don't let grow to full size.
There's a reason people say small and sweet.
Mhm.
Sugar pumpkins, it's a thing.
So yeah, with that, Silas is going to sort of find the merchant with the best produce for each thing, and set an order for like some good fresh produce to be delivered to our dorm.
Sure, if you want to chuck some money that way, you can get some high quality produce for your dorm, which will basically probably go towards bonuses for wolf cooking.
Excellent. He'll throw like 20 gold worth.
Yeah, that's a decent amount of produce.
Yeah, he needs to stimulate the local economy as well.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, a bunch of kids who get basically free money by fighting shit and then bringing it to places. Yeah, this place gets a lot of stimulation around these times. Sounds dirty, by the way.
I'm gonna
Comes the
lean
bit.
over to. Oh, sorry. Were you in the middle of something? Sorry.
No, you go.
Ready to come back. Okay. I'm gonna lean over to a Laszlo and go. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I think it's just the sort of thing that you mingle at. You don't necessarily have to do anything. You just kind of have to look like you're looking like you're doing something.
Mingle.
Nah, and people are having fun, presumably.
Wolf's playing tag.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's just a lot of things that I don't really understand going on here.
Like pumpkins?
I mean, it's a big gourd from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really seen a pumpkin before.
Oh, there you go.
Well, it's a pumpkin. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just find something that I don't know you might find interesting. Oh, and also here, cuffs, collar, and a bit of a mantle. It's like a half cape, I guess.
Is this for tonight?
Yeah, I figured it would be a good way of matching. Erin sort of shuffles her vest aside to show the night silk blouse. Or
Ooh. Lazo nods and folds them away for now.
yeah, I figured it'd help match.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Thank you.
Also, it does technically count as payment back for that amethyst. That was like 100 gold. So
I mean, I already told you didn't need to pay me back for it. It helps both of us.
I'd rather not be in debt.
Fair enough. I can understand that at least.
So,
Lazo.
enjoy your gift, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Ha ha ha.
So dastardly. However, will I overcome your metal? The wit.
Yeah. I'm going to just sort of follow your lead, figure something out, I guess.
Yeah. As he'll eventually he'll take you over to the rabbits.
Oh, rabbits. Yay.
Seems more people are going to look at the Pegasus as well. Oh, well, if you're not destroying kids at tag.
No, Wolf is choosing to. It's that kind of thing that you're playing with kids that are younger than you that you don't go full out.
But they'll
He'd-
never learn.
He totally could if he wanted. He could absolutely full out and flatten them with a tackle.
Supposed to like demolish them.
I'm
so
pretty sure if Wolf wanted to, he has enough movement speed that he could overrun several of them at the same time.
But as it stands, though, no, he's playing absolutely fair, letting them win sometimes. You know, he just having fun with them. Like with all the serious stuff going on, all the classes, it's good just to feel like he's at home again.
that's fair. With the other orphanage kids. Except less orphans, maybe.
Most likely less orphans.
You haven't really asked or taken a consensus.
But it's very likely less orphans. Like statistically speaking, compared to all orphans, it's probably less orphans.
Yeah, definitely less orphans. But it appears more people are going to the Pegasus. Actually, as Ash and Prismelda get closer, the Pegasus will look away from Epos and actually look to Prismelda.
Oh, Pris stole my friend.
You know, they
because
say,
it's like Epos 9 said you have to let go.
No, he doesn't. He can totally hang off the Pegasus's neck as it looks at Pris.
Pegasus definitely has enough strength.
yes,
Yeah,
the Pegasus can lift Epos.
Ash and Prismelody would kind of mostly just speak to the Pegasus as something more of an equal, not like the rest of these people who don't actually understand that it is a highly intelligent being.
Fair
As
enough.
like, hey, how's it going? They treating you all right? Certainly hope so. Probably can't appreciate you as well as they probably should, but I mean, they are just farmers. Can't expect them to know everything.
Damn, Ash, damn. But you get oh Lord. You get kind of a bit of rudimentary communication where it nods at, like, it's happy enough here, it seems. Well, I mean, not that, like, it lives here. This is just a traveling ranger person. But it seems happy enough with what's going on. Nobody's, like, being too rough with him. Though, as you start talking, and Epos does something. Epos, can you give me a ride or a climb? It looks
do
over to
I have
Alana.
to?
I mean, yes.
I'd really rather like substitute with handle animal or something, but yeah.
Sure, I'll let you use hand animal because you're its friend. Well, actually, it's not even an animal.
So, no.
I mean,
Sorry, man.
I can handle animal with magical beasts,
I get.
but yeah. I
No,
can
fuck it.
I can understand.
You rolled
where you're
really
coming
good on your diplomacy before. You can get up on his back.
from. Haha! Ipos is riding the Pegasus.
It doesn't really seem to notice or mind.
Benefit of
But,
being 3 foot tall and really light, it doesn't even notice.
It is true. But as Alana gets close, Alana and Roland, it looks a bit fearful for a second. Actually, taking a step back.
No. It's okay, friend. It's okay. She other friend. He's sort of petting
I mean-
its neck.
To be fair, even though Alana looks the part of an evil outsider, she also kind of radiates good, and this thing does have good.
Alana might not entirely be the issue here.
That's true.
Damn it, Roland.
You can't help it. Roland's just kind of looks at horseback and goes, you go see the Pegasus. I'll be here over here faster.
Well, I'll just
Hold
gently
on,
pat
hold
him.
on.
Ash.
Prismelody will kind of go up to the Pegasus and kind of tell it is not his fault. He suffers from a curse, but we have seen him fight evil firsthand. As a being of good, I can attest to his virtue. You have nothing to fear. Pat, pat.
Roll me diplomacy at -5.
Yeah, you're
Diplomacy.
dealing with PTSD, horse.
Come on.
That might be part of the reason.
Can I get an assist from Ash?
Sure. And I guess he posts since he kind of went, no, he'd be nice people, even if it was kind of towards Lana.
It was definitely more towards Alana, but, you know, he was with Alana, so...
Hot damn.
Damn. Is that including the -5? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the Pegasus seems to settle slightly. It will probably take a bit more coaxing if you actually want Roland to go up to the Pegasus, but it seems content to not entirely stare at him eternally now, as he's in its, quotation marks, personal space of the Pegasus.
Alana does want to take a step forward. She will approach it. As this is a person with like -5 diplomacy, just natural. So, I mean, she'll hold out her hands and more than anything to try and make herself small. She does know how to deal with animals. It's just a problem where she's not naturally diplomatic just due to being so nervous all the time.
I mean, if it helps Alana at all, like, she would have seen, Ash and Prismelody didn't do that. They're very much just kind of on equal standing with the horse.
Well, yeah, she knows that Pegasus are intelligent, which is more why she's giving it, wide berth and respect.
Mm.
This is similar to how she'd approach, an actual angel, honestly.
Oh,
I do apologize. She kind of pauses and thinks for a second. Might not exactly be the most pleasant person on appearance, but I do promise you that, I've heard a lot of stories about what Pegasus do, and it is nice to see one in person and kind of take it in, so to speak.
the horse quietly, gently whinnies.
Alana looks like she kind of wants to pat her on the neck, but she doesn't want to overstep her boundaries.
Come, he nice horse. He let you pat. And Epos is
Isn't this a
already
wo-
patting an area.
I mean, Alana with Epos's
She, Epos.
yeah, that's also that. With Epos's guidance, she will just kind of pet Sally's neck.
It's a bit like touching velvet almost. It's very, very soft. Sally will lean into it a little bit.
You'll see the same from Alana, although she'll suddenly become very aware of her horns and stop leaning.
Just accidentally kills the Pegasus. Horror!
No, please, he does not need to knock down angry people coming after
I'm
her.
sorry, sir. It is very difficult to be made of swords.
Sure. Of course. But you can spend some time with Sally. They're a bit skittish, obviously. But most of the crowd, having seen, well, I guess, Junior Team 6 kind of, take the spotlight, they've kind of went for other animals. And the ranger did seems content having seen, well, none of you went, like, absolutely batshit yet, so he'll go off and, like, show off the other animals to people.
No, now he just has Pegasus to herself trying to steal it.
Yeah, I'm not going near that thing. Aaron says, Laszlo.
Why is it? Yeah, it's
Totally
not in
gonna
the mood to
steal
be
it.
trampled to death.
Yeah, that's not. Not in my high list of things to do.
Yeah. No,
Actually, thinking about it, yeah, Erin will do that, and she'll actually pull out her cane.
that's Rusty taking a back seat.
Yep, he's sitting there.
As you watch the rabbits, I suppose. We're just kind of happily chilling, eating some veg. Ozil sticks his hands through the fence and one kind of like sniffs at it. I've never actually seen rabbits before.
Really, I haven't either. To be fair.
I grew up in a slum, so they're, well, sometimes it's
Hey,
food, but
same.
same backstory. No.
Hey.
No, rabbits were
Twinsies.
more food than anything, I suppose.
Yeah, I didn't really keep track of all that, honestly. But I mean, my parents did do their best to feed me, but iffy.
Life's rough sometimes.
Yeah. I don't think there was really a point where I was starving to death, but you know, sometimes you want a snack or actually get some parts for a project or whatever.
He nods. I don't think I had the same problem as you, but I understand well, things are scarce,
Yeah.
especially in those places.
Where are you from, anyways?
Where the fuck is he from? Hold on. Like, I have a lot of people, and they all have backstories.
Asking the GM the challenging questions.
It's true. He looks over. Oh, I'm from country that you were. Insert name.
Oh, really?
World map. Oh, I'm from Crayport.
Really? Okay.
It's you've probably heard. Actually, Aaron has probably heard of it. It's one of the scummier places in Freyr, sort of like where the biggest of big black markets are.
I know of it. Yeah, I've sold to a few people who went over there quite often.
It's a rough place to live, unless you're
Yeah.
obscenely rich.
Oh, hey, yeah, silver amounts the same way. Obscenely listed or rich or really, 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 really lucky. But the luck is also a part of being obscenely rich.
It's the way of the world, huh?
Yeah.
Money makes it go round.
Unfortunately, people are occasionally too dumb to realize when they actually get the luck. I've seen people sell chunks of adamantine for pennies.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what kept most of what going around me around. I bothered to learn before I went scab.
I'm just going to forget that you said people selling chunks of adamantine for pennies.
Yeah, people would really, really good at lying and downplaying what they found and stuff like that. So people who were lucky actually would go to the salesman and say, "Well, what the fuck is that crap?" And the salesman would say, and they would sell it.
A shame, really.
Yeah,
Money we probably could have used to move somewhere better.
certainly.
Here, I suppose.
A city constantly on fire and fear, getting shit dropped on them from the still remaining floating parts of it. Not the safest or best place to live. I will say though, it's not. It's called the City of Dreams for a reason. People do win a lot.
A few people who've been like also watching the rabbits while you've been talking, I've maybe heard like just a little bit of your conversation, or just like what the fuck, and quietly
Oh
walk
yeah,
away.
left.
As everyone's enjoying this lovely festival, and you're both like, "Wow, the world sucks, huh?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, this place is pretty nice, I will say. No black market, no people selling chunks of adamantine for pennies.
And presumably the school has a black market.
I mean, yeah, it
It's
does.
probably
Not
not
even
quite
sure.
evil black market, but
Well, gray market. It's like the school
yeah.
likely knows it exists, but it doesn't care. I mean, you found the underground gambling den, I'm sure. I mean,
We
hell,
did,
yes, you were in the same class as me. It's in the
yes,
underground gambling den.
but I don't think it's particularly illegal.
No,
I guess
it's
unless
yeah,
you gamble with your soul.
uh, yeah, yeah,
I feel like that'd make it moderately illegal.
true. Though I doubt. Wait, how would you gamble with your soul? Because not many people actually have the ability to like, ask you to pay.
I mean, there's probably someone on campus who can do that. Maybe not pro bono, but probably someone.
Maybe Roland can.
We look over to where Roland is keeping healthy distance from the Pegasus. You think so?
That or Brighton. I feel like he has 3 souls.
I feel like we're stereotyping, but
Yeah.
I can't blame you.
Well, I mean, stereotyping is part of a healthy sense of disposition towards people, but
Which more time passes, and Wilf appears it's time for a packing competition.
Wolf will complete his game of knights and robbers that was going on.
Knights and bandits.
Wolf leading the small army of. Also, as a side note, Wolf has basically brought nothing with him. Just so you're aware along. He's got like a satchel with him that has like the jar that produces food, and that's basically.
Fair enough.
Did not bring much along. He technically has some coins as well, but even then, Wolf doesn't have much money left anyway.
Yeah, imagine you brought like just enough to like maybe buy something to eat if you really wanted it.
Yeah, that may be a very small souvenir, that kind of thing. But Wolf will Wolf will march over here.
Appears that a few other people are gearing up as well. Robert looks over forlornly, but appears Nell has been pinned by the bull.
Yeah, the
That's
owner of
high.
yeah, like the amount of stuff Wolf's got on him. Jar, Wayfinder. Is
Clothes.
that everything? Jar, Wayfinder, clothes,
At least I hope he's wearing clothes. Jesus.
ration.
Emergency ration,
Yes,
just in case.
I think that's literally it. Yeah, I think that's literally everything he's. Oh, also the bracelet and the. Also the bracelet.
Oh yeah.
Not a large collection, if you understand. His satchel is rather empty.
Yeah. It's not like you're expecting grave danger here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need to bring along hammers or anything.
I mean,
But-
he brought both jars, as you know.
Yeah.
Because he likes the jars, though. They're planted.
Fair. Magic jars.
Yeah.
But-
Wolf will sit down somewhere with lots of pie.